What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another how-to video for Nioh 2. Now in this video we're going to be talking about the final boss for mission 2. So for mission 2, at the end you're going to be fighting Enenra, and Enenra is all about close range combat. Now I actually found Enenra to be quite easy. The fight is a little bit drawn out because you're just going to be waiting for him to do his Yokai attacks for the most part. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into my tips for defeating Enenra. So let's talk about the attacks first. There's going to be close and long range attacks. The close range attacks for him are going to be a mid-air kick. Now he will do this mid-air kick probably once or twice, but they're pretty easy to dodge. And once you dodge these, he is quite vulnerable to follow up with a combo attack. Now one of his most common combos is going to be where he swings several times. He might follow up with a kick. This also is going to leave him wide open. If you're able to just go ahead and backpedal, you really don't even need to dodge this unless you're super close and you need to get away from him. But for the most part, you can just backpedal, you can save some of your ki or your stamina, and then once he's done, go ahead and dash right in and get your combo attacks on him. Now of course, switching to the Yokai realm, he is going to do a very powerful two-hand slam, so you don't want to be close to him when he's doing this. It's going to do a lot of AoE damage as well, so just make sure that you're pretty far away from him once you notice he hasn't been in the Yokai realm for quite some time. In addition to that, he does do two slam attacks. He does a body slam attack, which leaves him pretty wide open. You can actually get two sets of combo attacks in on him as long as you manage your ki well and you do your ki pulses. And then he also does a 2 feet slam as well, so just make sure that you're watching out for these. They're pretty easy to dodge. Again, I think most of his attacks are pretty easy to dodge. Okay, so for long range, he's going to do only a couple. He's going to spin out these tornadoes. There's probably going to be around 4 or 5 of them. If you're at a pretty far away distance, which is usually when he does this, you should be able to just move left or right and actually dodge it. Be aware though that he may follow up with his firebomb attack, which is another ranged attack where he lays, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 10 different like bombs. You'll see the little red dots on the floor. Stay away from those. If he doesn't follow up with a firebomb attack from the tornadoes, he will follow up with a kick attack where he teleports and then kicks you. This is going to be something that you definitely need to make sure that you're aware of. If you see the tornadoes come out, just watch him very closely, because if he does the teleportation and then he does the mid-air kick, he will follow up with some combos and then it will be lights out for you. So just make sure that you're aware of that. Okay, so one of the most important things I found when fighting Enenra is that there are 4 poles that are located in the room. If you can get him close enough to you to where he goes to take a swing, but he also hits this pole, it will do anywhere from 600 to 700 damage on him. Not to mention, it will drop his anima quite a bit. You'll see his purple bar go all the way from full to like 25%, which you can actually get in and get some combo attacks in on him once that roof falls in or caves in on him, because he's going to stagger quite a bit. If you can get enough combos in to go ahead and deplete his anima fully, obviously you can use a grapple attack or you can just follow up with some combos. Either way, he's going to be staggered regardless. So make sure that you use these poles to your advantage. You know, you can save them for the end or you can use them in the beginning. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do, just make sure that you use them. They are there for you to be your friend. Now of course, using your ki pulse is going to be important for any fight, even if you're not doing a boss. This one in particular is going to be very, very important because you're going to be running away from Enenra quite a bit. You're going to be dodging quite a bit, so you need to make sure that you're balancing your stamina or your ki as much as you can. Now Enenra's special move, his tornado attack, that is probably one of the easiest things to do a burst counter on. You can actually see when he does it. You'll see the tornado come up in the air. Now what I recommend is that you run straight after it and then you hit R2 and circle on PlayStation to do that burst counter. It's going to be quite easy and it works almost 100% of the time. This is going to allow you to obviously deplete his anima, hit that powerful attack on him, and then follow up with some combos, hopefully depleting that anima and allowing you to stagger him, using your ki pulse, and then allowing you to get even more combo attacks on him. So again, the burst counter on his attack is probably one of the easiest that I've found so far in the game. Now this is overlooked quite a bit because it's new at this point, but what I recommend is when you're at the shrine before you go ahead and fight Enenra, or maybe you lost to the battle and you go back to the shrine, make sure that you go to make an offering. You make an offering by giving up some of your weapons or your armor, and then once you make an offering, you can go down to the bazaar, and then the bazaar will allow you to actually get some arrows that you can get for your bow. Make sure that you have these all the way up, as much as you can have in your inventory, because because these are going to be important for the fight as well. If you notice during the fight, you can maintain quite some distance between you and Enenra. Now obviously during this part of the game, there are things that I could mention, like shifting into your Yokai, doing some other attacks, or using your soul core attacks. Again, these are things that I would figure by now you guys are pretty more comfortable with, and it's going to be kind of second nature as you're fighting. So feel free to do these soul core attacks and your Yokai shifts, you know, whenever you can or whenever you're comfortable with. I'm not going to say exactly when, because again, I feel like for the first video when I did Gozuki and Mizuki, you know, you might be new to it, you might not know when to use it. So again, I'm not going to go over it in this video, but if you guys are still having trouble with that, you know, go ahead and comment below, let me know, and I'll definitely go ahead and in my next videos for boss fights, I'll go ahead and I'll follow up with some Yokai shift tips, or maybe like, you know, when should you use your soul cores, which soul cores you should use, etc. Alright guys, so hopefully that explained how to defeat Enenra. I don't think he was quite as challenging as like when you first did Mizuki or Gozuki. Maybe it's just because I got used to the mechanics, or maybe you're used to the mechanics, hopefully. But again, I don't think he was that difficult. If you guys are still having issues, go ahead and comment below. Maybe I can help you, or maybe I can join in and help you defeat him. Otherwise guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers. That's 4,000 people that have joined this community so far. I would love for you to be another part of that community. Now with that being said guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.